mustard there, and it'll bring up fourth. Conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the...
It was a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To throw on 2nd down, Trader. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard. first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Trader. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Trader. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Hall on a give up the middle. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have regained the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Trader got his tight end. That's complete. It's Fisher. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say, it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back to back.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Trader. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Trader. It's caught. Tolbert. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series, but coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the 3rd quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch, you have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Schrader. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
To throw on third down, Schrader. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
In motion right is Wilson. Watson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Watson going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd and 2, Trader. He completes it to Wilson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will add to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score. But you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Schrader. And now here is another interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson taking in left side. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Watson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe...
And now Watson throws another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Schrader. And he can't find a receiver, and he's a rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.